So I come from the great land of the chieftain, Elizabeth Warren.
Ooh,
and I would
chieftain.
like to know,
How?
Maura Healey is our governor,
Yeah.
and she has asked citizens of Massachusetts to take illegal immigrants into their homes and house them because they don't have enough housing for all of them. So I just want to know, answer my question first. Are you willing to do what Maura Healey asked the citizens of Massachusetts to do and house illegal immigrants in your own home? Because she asked us to do that.
Well, okay, all right. So you gotta understand that, like, well, I didn't listen. Whenever I wanted illegal immigrants to be in the country, I didn't mean near me. No, I didn't mean that at all.
I wasn't willing to do that, but I was
You don't
wondering
have
with
to.
you and your great heart.
And that's
if you
exactly the
are
point I'm
willing.
about to make. You're very easily entertained. You with the White House.
Yeah,
Very easily entertained.
absolutely.
So you're making the point I was about to make, which is it's voluntary. She's asking citizens to step up if they want. Nobody's forcing you. And by the way, we already have programs. Be
But will
quiet.
you?
You
Is
right
the
there.
question.
Be quiet.
The
Be
question
quiet.
is, will you?
I know. I'm getting to
You.
it. I'm getting. Just be quiet. I'm getting to it. If you listen.
He said,
See, this is the reason why I would never do this. Because, like, this is, like, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, could I just click on that person and ban them? Like, I would never have to think about that.
as he's going to get to it,
If
I'll
you'd like-
believe him for now.
Okay. Unfortunately, I will not be taking anybody in because I have a
Oh, wow. What a surprise.
one-bedroom in New York City. It's very
Oh, I've got a one-bedroom apartment. Oh, so space is scarce for you. So it's people that have more room than you that have to do it instead. Well. What a surprise. Go figure. How convenient for you. Nobody is illegal in a one-bedroom studio apartment.
very expensive. So,
Hold on, you
I
have
know.
a one-bedroom?
Yeah.
You don't have a studio.
no, I do not.
A lot of New Yorkers have studios.
Well, it depends on where you live.
It depends on where you live,
Yeah.
but if you live, where do you live? Well, you
Well,
don't need to say. I don't want you to get doxxed.
I could say it.
But you have a one-bedroom.
Yes, I do.
A lot of people have studios in New York, so you have
Yeah.
an extra room.
Wow. These people want to write checks, the other people have to cash. Welcome to everything. This is their entire mentality. This is it. Man. Don't make me face reality. Honestly, I used to not be a big fan of Michael, but he's really grown on me. He has. He's been cooking recently.
No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have any space. Unfortunately, for now, I don't have any space. But if you have space in your home and you want to play,
But like as a theoretical, okay, now let me get back onto the script of me virtue signaling, but not actually doing this. Oh, right, yeah. So now let's get right back to it. His logic got bodied? Well, it's not logic. This is the thing that I'm saying, is that it's completely self-serving narcissistic values. There is no virtue in this at all.
to a program that we've already had for a very long time, you can do so, but nobody's forcing you to take anybody in your home.
Well, they are, really. They're forcing you to take people in your community. Like, would he want to live next door? Like, if he had a wife and kids, would you want to live next door to a family or to a house with 5 illegal alien military-aged men in it if you had 2 young girls? Would you want to be in that situation? No, absolutely not. So this is the kind of stuff that, like, people like this, it's always an abstraction. It's always, well, you know, it's not in my house. Well, it's also not, you don't want it in your neighborhood either. At the end of the day, this is what these people want to do. They want to flood the country with infinity third worlders so it can satisfy their suicidal empathy. That's what they care about. They care about being seen as a good person and making the right opinions. This is outrageous. None of these people want to deal with illegal aliens themselves. They want other people to deal with it, and then they can reap the virtue rewards themselves. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's exactly it. And meanwhile, I want to let you guys know that I live in the same working class neighborhood that I always have. So does my dad. I live around plenty of illegals. Trust me. How do you know they're illegal? They're fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But I still don't think we should have that happen. I think it should happen. It's not a big deal. Just so you know. Yeah. And so, like, this is the thing, is that these are people that are living in the lap of luxury. Meanwhile, they want everybody else in a working class neighborhood, a working class environment, to have their labor devalued and to have their communities overrun by illegal foreigners. It's because people like him never have to see it. That's the real reason. Rat him out? Huh. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. It's not my problem. If they're illegal, why don't you report them if you support ICE? Because the real reason why is that I think they're illegal, but I don't, like, I'm not sure. And I would feel like it would be wrong to just go and report people to ICE when I don't really know that. Like, just because if, like, 8 people live in a house, like, yeah, I think they're probably illegal. But I don't feel like it would be the right thing to do to go and report somebody just on a hunch. Is that fair? So why even say it? Well, the reason why I'm saying... Let me explain the reason why I'm saying it. It's because a lot of these people don't actually live around any illegals, and I do. That's the reason why. Is that they don't even have to deal with the consequences. They probably never have had to. That's the other thing, too, is that... Oh, these are the same as, like, all these white people walking around. Well, they don't... Well, don't they have a higher rate of crime? It's like, oh, despite only being 14%, you sound like a fucking racist. Really? They don't even know what the word computer is.
Nobody's forcing you to take anybody or in your home.
Wow, to hear I live in a 1-bedroom in New York and I don't have any space. That's a mansion in New York.
You're from New York. You know New York. There's no
yeah.
space in New York. My 1-bedroom's...
If there's no space in New York, then why wouldn't you agree to deport all the migrants and the illegals that are in New York? And that why won't you criticize Zoran Mandami for not cooperating with ICE if there's no space in New York? Like, this is the problem, is like there is no logical consistency to any of this. It's not at all. Like, and even it's like the amount of dissonance that these people have is like shocking to me. Genuinely shocking.
You know that.
Okay, man. I don't. Well,
you've never seen it, but
think
crazy.
These migrants. I don't think they need a lot of space. You know, you give them a nice little bed anyway.
A small little box. I don't know about that. Yeah, and no, I did see this, and again, I find it to be. I find it to be so embarrassing that these people. I saw a couple other clips from this too that I think might be worth listening to. Here we go. Where did it go? I think I did see. No, that's not it. And then this is, oh, here we go.
So throughout this entire conversation of immigration, I keep hearing from Chris, and I believe Harry as well, that we need to deport only violent criminal illegals.
Yeah.
It is insane that on a public platform, you would be willing to put your fellow countrymen aside for foreigners who do not have any right to be here. And this is the reason.
Wait.
This is the reason I say that. This is my
Patriot alert. We got a real one here.
reasoning. My reasoning is I'm sick and tired of seeing articles of like Tren de Aragua rapes a woman in this state, MS-13 rapes a man in this state, or woman, or whatever it be. They're freaking crazy. My issue is all of these people, you can't say violent criminal aliens because we didn't know they were violent before we looked into them. We have no...
That's right. How do you know they're violent? Well, they have to come here and commit violence first. Wait a minute. I've got a crazy idea. Let's not find out. Let's just not find out. How about that?
No idea who these people are. Even if they've been here for 30 years.
That's a great point.
Hold on.
I like this guy. He's a bad point, though.
I want to say two things. You say like cast your fellow Americans aside. I think at all levels, immigration helps American citizens. I thought that this Cato
Focus on his point.
I will focus on his.
Immigration helps Americans. It does not help working class Americans to have their jobs be injected with tons of illegal migrants that are competing for the same jobs. This does not help Americans. Like, it's so obvious this isn't true. The only people that benefit from illegal immigration are business owners and the millionaire and billionaire business class. The working class people don't benefit from it. White people don't benefit from it. Hispanic people don't benefit from it. Blacks don't benefit from it. No, but men don't benefit from it. Women don't benefit from it. The only group that benefits from it are rich 1%ers that can exploit their labor. Everybody else, and I would say also upper middle class to upper class people that can also exploit their labor directly through like housekeeping services and landscaping and things like that too.
Regardless of the economic data that shows that undocumented people support the United States fiscally for a variety of reasons, it's also through two separate studies.
They support that. If this doesn't even make sense. So, like, you're saying that the United States needs a bunch of illegal aliens? Like, no, it does not. Like, do you really think that we've had 20 million illegal aliens for the entire time? Like, what about in, like, 1990? We had, like, very, very few of them. Compared to now, it was nothing.
Undocumented individuals are less likely to commit violent crimes than native-born U.S. citizens.
Being here is a
We
crime
are,
itself,
hold on,
but-
okay.
Jacob's question is, why?
Listen to the qualifier that they use there. Violent crimes. That, yeah, maybe they do commit less violent crimes. I wasn't aware that every crime was violent. It's because they commit other crimes instead of that, too. He just said undocumented immigrants. Well, I'm just saying, in general, by taking money Americans can and squatting on it. Yeah, exactly. Shit enrages me. I know. It's a snap argument that a dollar spent on SNAP contributes 1.1x dollars to the economy and ignores the lost opportunity cost. Well, I mean, like, if you could do that, you could just infinitely make money.
Would you throw your native fellow Americans under the bus because you say we should deport the violent criminal illegal aliens, but we only know that they're violent criminals
After
once
they're
they have
violent.
committed the crime.
Yes.
And the premise here is that none of these crimes, not a single
And none of these people would be willing to take this risk with somebody that they care about or somebody that they love or themselves. It's only it's the only people that need to take this risk are other people that take it on for them.
one of them would have been committed if the illegals had simply been deported in the
That's
first
exactly
place.
You voted for. I wonder.
That's the point.
He's completely right about this. He's totally right. Like, there would be no crime in general if it didn't happen. Like, yeah, it's really just that's comparing native-born people comparing no crimes in their own country is different than going to another country and committing a crime. Yeah, there's also that too. People moving out of state in droves because they don't want to live near these people and pay these taxes. Yeah, absolutely. Let's be honest, most of the jobs that they do, Americans wouldn't touch. Well, why won't Americans touch them? They won't touch them because the wages for those jobs are very, very low and they're really bad jobs. So the solution, so you've identified a problem, and I think that that's a valid problem, and you're right about that, but I don't agree with your solution for it. So if your solution to Americans not wanting to do certain jobs is that we need to hire an underclass of people that we can effectively use as second-class indentured servants, I don't agree with that. I think that we should look for technological solutions, and we should also look at paying those people a better living wage so they can feel like that job is worth it to them. Like, those are the solutions that I think that we should go with, rather than actually just bringing in a bunch of illegal aliens. Yeah, I mean, duh, of course. So, I mean, it's not like there's not, and again, like and you're right. This is a legitimate problem, but I don't like that solution. They save so much money on hiring illegals. Do you know who, like, whenever you say they save money, do you know who they're saving money from? The federal government, by paying their fair share of the taxes. They're saving money by not chipping in and kicking in to the government in the way that they should. They should be kicking in and they should be putting money into that, and they're not doing it. They're cheating everybody.
Do you think that the American people have the right to enforce the laws duly passed by Congress to have their own borders and define who's in the country?
I think.
Yes or no?
Hold on. No,
You
no,
won't answer it.
because I think it's a dishonest premise.
It's a simple
There are
question.
so many laws.
Do you think illegals should be deported? Well, it's okay. Well, there's
But
Two
it's the
things. I
hypocrisy.
think that we should.
I'm not asking about
I
so
think
many
that-
laws. I'm asking about this
Look,
one.
yes.
can I just say something really quick?
Can you answer the question?
Right now in the United States, we do not have enough native-born. I'm just giving one example before you
Yeah, yeah.
speak. We do not have enough native-born U.S. citizens to work every single job. If every single undocumented person right now.
So then why not figure out technological solutions to that or figure out other ways to solve the problem? And also the amount of jobs that are in the economy is based off of the amount of illegals that are in the economy, because the amount of people that are in the entire country are going to need that many jobs. Like if you need to also service illegals, you would lose jobs that would be needed if you removed all the illegals also. Like it's just it's like the problem is that these people are good at identifying a problem, but they're very bad at creating a solution for it.
was deported this instant.
I'm going to bet.
Hold on.
Excuse me,
let-
1 second.
hold
I'm
on.
going to bet you in the front row $20. I'm going to bet you right now $20 that he will not answer my question.
I'm going
You
to
wanna
answer
take
your
that
question.
bet? All right.
I'm going to take the opposite. He's going to answer it.
Okay,
You're an
as a
only
matter
20
of
seconds.
law.
The answer is that we should enforce laws in a civil way. And currently,
Man. Wow. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Civil way is to enforce them. It's
no,
called the civil law.
I disagree. And
Easy
there's so many.
$20.
Literally what it's called.
There's
It's called
so
the civil
many.
law.
There's so many good examples of U.S. laws that we don't enforce all the time.
Yeah. Will you answer my question, or is Harry paying me $20?
What is?
Should we deport the illegals?
I disagree with the premise of the question.
$20,
20, yeah.
buddy.
No,
Thank
that's
you.
not. I believe.
It's such an easy idea, and they just can't get it. It's so fucking embarrassing. It's so stupid. I don't even know what to say, man. I really don't. And I mean, it's again, you can't assign, what is this here? You can't assign resources to undocumented people because you can't count them. Emergency services get stretched further. Well, that's another factor. Anybody that's been to an emergency room knows that if you go to any, especially like inside of any southern state, if you go inside of an emergency room, it's going to be filled with people that can't speak English. And, maybe it's politically incorrect to say, but I bet a lot of them are probably products of or directly illegal aliens. They are. Like, who the fuck comes to America doesn't know how to speak English? Well, a lot of people that come from South America do. So they overwhelm the system, and then it takes forever for you to get seen. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, it is, not just the South. Democrats are now expressing concerns and fear that body cameras could be the ICE's new mass surveillance tool and could infringe on the privacy rights of protesters. I went and I said body cams dispel narratives. That's why agitators hate them. It's much easier to break the law and run away than when the police are there to get you. You can turn the camera on and pretend to be a victim. I think that really the problem is that people treat these people, like these different activists, like they're trying to, bro, you gotta be serious? No, I'm being honest, right? This is really what it is. And these are adult children. And once you understand that these people act, behave, and think like children, everything else makes perfect sense. Oh, we can just let anybody into the country. Okay, well, what happens whenever you run out of places for them to be? They don't even think about this. Like, these people can't even comprehend the idea of second-order effects. And they have no problem lying, misrepresenting. They don't understand scarcity. They don't understand anything other than what makes them feel good at the exact moment that they're saying it. And that is it. They live in a fairy tale. They do. And they can't copy on breakfast. You see the IRL podcast segment where this exact question was asked? Well, no, I didn't see that. Oh, actually, I think I did. I'll talk about that in a bit. But they just want a communism revolution. Well, they don't even really want that. Like, a lot of these people don't have any. Don't confuse yourself into thinking that these people have any values to begin with. The only thing that they care about is doing what makes them feel good and makes them feel powerful. That's literally the only thing that they care about. And they can lie, misrepresent, cheat, and do anything that you want. That, again, that's what those people do. They will do anything to achieve that goal. And I think that we need more people like Milei who are able to just come out there, who come out there, maybe I'll get it right eventually, that will come out there and treat these people exactly the way they deserve. Treat them like petulant adult children and don't even listen to or consider what they think. Do not even listen to them. They are retards. They are demons. How did this happen? So the reason why this happened, I'm going to explain why it happened. It happened because aggressive, I think this is especially true with women, but it's true with other men too. I think it's like 80%, 70% women. Aggressive feminine behavior, our society doesn't know how to deal with it. Because obviously there's such a huge disparity between male and female power, that like physical power, that aggressive feminine behavior, they don't know how to tolerate and deal with a person who's like that. Like a guy is able to, like, oh, you say this as a guy, you can get beat up for this. But like as a woman, you can act this way and there are effectively no consequences for you. And I think that that's the reason why it's primarily white women that do this. The reason why is because white women on average are tremendously more privileged financially than minority women like black or Hispanic women. This is just an objective financial reality. And so because of that, they have advantages and privileges, and they're treated in a way that they are basically, if you're one of these white women, you can, if you're affluent, even to a slight degree, you can effectively spend your entire life being a child. You can spend your entire life being a child, and people will tolerate it and they will put up with it. And that's the reality. That's what happens. So look at domestic violence. Yeah, you're not allowed to smack women. Well, you shouldn't be allowed to smack women. You shouldn't be hitting anybody. But what I'm saying is that was fought in the medievals. Yeah, here's the link. Well, I'll see if I can find it here. And and so this is really what happens, is that none of these people are ever held accountable for any of this behavior at all. And nobody actually knows how to treat them in the way that I think that they deserve to be treated. And I think that they are very good at playing a victim and then crying and being sympathetic. A lot of people get angry at me because I do not even have a shred of sympathy for them. When I see one of them get thrown on the ground and pepper sprayed in the face and handcuffed and then like fucking hogtied and dragged on the ground into a police officer's car, I want to give that police officer a raise. But a lot of other people aren't ready to treat these people. That's the way I think that they should be treated, by the way, because that's what you would do to a abusive, vitriolic adult child that's dangerous. That's what you should do. And so that's what they are. They are abusive, vitriolic, dangerous children. And if you treat them like they're adults, you are fundamentally misunderstanding their nature. And that's the reason they're allowed to do that. And it's because there is a sympathy system in America that basically it places female suffering as a higher moral caliber than male suffering. And a lot of people are like programmed to automatically, oh, if a girl's getting upset, well, now I guess I'm wrong about what I'm saying. That entire mentality of behavior is the reason why we're at where we're at. That's exactly it. And you have to stop that. You stop that. You just don't. And the way that you deal with it is that you literally, and you guys know this with girlfriends. Have you ever had a girlfriend that crashes out randomly and then you don't capitulate to the crash out, or you don't engage with the emotional breakdown, and then they just stop doing it? To the extent that you capitulate and engage with these breakdowns, meltdowns, etc., they will become your entire life. I did. It was awful. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You de-aggro. Usually it escalates more and more. Well, I don't think so. If it spirals, then you just have to break up with them. I tell my girlfriend, bitch, you crazy. I don't tell them that either. But like, again, if you go and you put up with that, you can guarantee that it will never stop. That's it.